G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Do you remember when I made this little frog with the crystal? Look at that, look at the crystals inside. Do you remember me making that? I thought, how cool would it be to use my cluster insert in my turtle? So that's what I'm going to do today. And I'm going to do blue instead of green. And I'm going to put some glass eyes in. So that was that one. So if you have a look on my eBay store, I sell these two clusters together as a set. They're called the oval clusters. They're quite deep. It's about 1 inch deep. That one's a little bit thinner. But yeah, you get a set of two. So I thought, I think it would fit really nicely, the big one, in my turtle. I think this one, which one did I use for that one? Must have used the smaller one. Yeah, you would have used the smaller one on that one. So let's do the big one today. And before I get that done, I want to pick some eyes because I want to put some glass eyes in him. And because he's going to have some blue, I'm thinking this one would be nice. It's the Marabou Metallic Blue alcohol ink. Just give it a little bit of a shimmer. And I've also got a green. I might put a little bit of green in just to make like a sort of bluey green, sort of a teal colour. So let's have a look at the eyes. Now these are just the glass eyes. These are 8mm. Oh, that's pretty. Oh no, I don't want to have anything with a line because then you could end up skew with. So no, I'll just pick a round pupil. If you're doing a more simple piece and you can just lay them flat, those ones are fine, but I find I need, well, that one's pretty. I find I need a round pupil and I don't have to worry if it's upside down or not. All right, let's see if I can find that one's mate. That one's cute too. I'm looking, oh, what's that one? Lost him. Oh, he's a bit different. Oh, okay, we're not going to go with that. That one? No. There's all of these different shades of blues. All right, those two. That'll do. That'll do. Let's do those ones. Put these guys back again. I just buy these on Amazon. Little glass eyes. These ones, like I said, are 8mm. They've actually just a plain glass cabochon. They've got a little sticker on the back, so if you peel the sticker off, you're going to lose your eye. So don't peel the stickers off. I did that once. All right. Now I'm going to use my little UV torch that I bought from Amazon to stick the eyes in. So we'll do that. I can see where they are on the side there. So what I'll do is, whoops, they're a bit fiddly. They're a bit fiddly. Now I'm going to right-handed, so I need to put my right finger in there. And this is coming to an end, this little bottle of UV resin. Just put a blob on that, like so. Make sure it's a decent sized blob. And then just pop it into the eye. You can kind of see, I don't know if you can see in there. Just make sure that it's sort of sitting flat. Toothpick. Just want to get it to sort of sit flat like that. All right, now I'm just going to shine this on here like so. Just for 30 seconds or so, just until it's grabbed hold. I find this is so much easier than the lamp because, I mean, the lamp's good, but if I want to hold this like that and put the light underneath it, then the little torch is much easier for me. Okay, so that should be in place. Hopefully it's in the right spot. Looks like it. All right, next one. Might help if I put it the right way around. And we struggle with that side because I'm right-handed. Oops, there's a bubble coming out. Make sure you don't get a bubble. You want a bubble on your eyeball. Nice big drop there. Oh no! I dropped him. Oh, gosh. Alright, I'm going to have to put a bit more on now. So I want a nice big drop. Alright, let's see if I can get it in there. There we go. It's in there. Pop it over. Make sure that it's sitting flat so that the side of the face is like that, and then I've just got to make sure that the eye is sitting level with it. So, pretty easy. Okay, let's torch that one. I am aiming it away from me. I'm not shining it into my eyes. Besides, once it's there, I'm looking up. I'm looking out of the window as I'm doing this. I'm not looking into the light, don't worry. Alright, we'll give that just a few seconds. And then what I will do is, how long's that been? And then what I'll do is, I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm going to leave that like that. I'm going to do the other side, and then I'll come back to you. I'll give them each like 2-3 minutes or so, and then I'll come back to you. Right, I think they are done. I'm not going to knock them in case I pop them out, because you can do that easily. Now, this was a little bit of a dilemma because it's quite heavy, and if I just put that straight in, it's going to sink to the bottom. And then I thought, well, what if parts of the Druzy or the silicone poke out through the top? Because obviously I want a nice smooth top. I can't remember how I did that one. I'll have to go and watch my own video. I can't remember. So anyway, what I've thought is I want to lift it up just by a tiny little bit. So I went to the kitchen, I found a bamboo skewer and I found a metal skewer. I don't know if the bamboo one's going to go through, but anyway, I thought if I can push this, I'll try not to stab myself. If I can push this through, let's give it a wriggle. I can see, hopefully I'm going straight. Only joking. Keeping my hand away from the edge there because it's going to come through in a second, and I don't want to obviously stab myself. It's going to come through about there. It might be a little bit too high. I'll go back a tiny bit and come back down on an angle. You guys might have a better idea of how to do this, but this is just what I'm going to do. Just going to poke it through. Oh, that's not bad. Look at that. It's not bad at all. All right, so we're going to poke that through like that. And then I can put that in there and basically have it suspended like so. Actually, might be a little bit too high. I might have to go again and put it a little bit lower. But look, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if your Druzy's sticking out on the top because the resin's only going to go up to that anyway. Okay, so you have a little hole. You could put a little light in it. So it doesn't matter if it does stick up a little bit. Although I am going to I'm going to take that out and I'm going to see if I can go a bit lower. Okay. I don't think I can go any lower than that. Otherwise it's going to poke through the top. So there it is. My little kebab. So that will that'll just sit in there like so. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's poking out, you know, if it's not lower than the mold, it's fine because the resin's going to come up to it. And then when you unmold, everything will just be level. So make sure that you clean it though. You don't want any bits of hair or fluff or anything like that on it. I am going to put it into my pressure pot, but if you don't have one, I would suggest that you pop that into your resin first so that it can get into all those little nooks and crannies. Okay, but the first thing we need to do is color our resin. But I am using a really thin resin. I'm using the Let's Resin Deep Pour. It's really thin, it's like water. So I mean, I just made those little bubbles there, but really it's got no bubbles in it at all. You know, after I've stirred it. It's only got those few there that I've just made. My puppies are playing and being loud. All right, so I want a very, very pale blue. I don't want it too dark. So we'll start with, I'm going to start with 2 blues. And actually, maybe we don't need the green. Let's have a look at that. Just a hint, an ever so slight hint of colour. And I know I've said this before and I've tried to get a hint of colour. Actually, that's fine. I don't need the green. I like that. Ever so slight, just hint of colour. You don't want it too dark. Well, I don't anyway. Just off clear. All right, so puppies, they're having fun. Now, I've obviously made up way too much resin, so we'll just put some in there. And then, now, oh gosh, there's something on it. Now this is the wider end, and that's the narrow end, and this is the wider end, and that's the narrow end, so it's going that way. It's going to mimic that little shape there. If you don't have this particular Druzy little cluster, you know, you can use whatever you've got. You can trim it down. If it's hitting there a little bit, you could just give it a little bit of a trim just there. But it's a pretty good fit, I must say. That's all I've done to it. Just taken that tiny little bit off. And you don't even need to do that. Now, I'm going to leave that like that. And I'm basically just going to... Oh, it's going to get a little paper cup. I'm just going to drizzle my resin in. Actually, that's not properly stirred, that colour. Make sure that you've stirred your colour really well. Don't want any little streaks of colour in there. I might even make 2. I might have enough to do 2 turtles. Alright, here we go. I'm just going to pour in. Make sure your mould's really clean. I will link my turtle mould for you. You can get it on the US Amazon store, and you can also get it in my eBay store, and I'll also link this set of 2 oval clusters for you. I'm hoping the resin's going in underneath. Hope so. But yeah, I don't need very much, so maybe I'll do 2 turtles. Now, I also want to make sure that I'm getting into the tail. So, where are you, tail? Oh, hey. Oh my gosh, you guys, my eye fell out. This one here. Oh, now I'm going to have to fix that. Oh my gosh. All right, what to do? I can't leave the eyes sitting on the bottom of the head there. All right, so the only thing I can do is start again with a fresh mold, fresh eyes, or I can pick them out and just colour the eyes in afterwards, which I think is probably going to be the best the best option. Can't believe it fell out. All right, let's flip that over because I can't put it back in now. You know, it's got resin in there. I can't. Oh, it's such a shame. Never mind. Look, I'll clean it. I'll clean it and I'll use it again. Now I'm going to have to get the other eye out as well. Gosh, what a shame. I was doing so well. Come on, eye, out you come. That's all right. These things happen. I'll just colour his eyes later. I can pick it up. You slippery little sucker. Come here. Oh my gosh. Alright, we'll just push you up here and I'll get you. Oh, alright. Never mind. I'll clean those off later. I'll clean my little tongs later too. Okay, here we go. No drama. It's alright. We'll just pop him back in. There's always ways around things. Actually, while I've got that out, I just want to... Where's my tail? Where's my tail? Let me get in there and make sure that the... Actually, I haven't even filled up the tail yet. It's in here. The tail's in there, in this part. And I haven't got that far in yet. I'll just push some resin in there. Make sure that's gone in. Okay. Alrighty. And back again. Just make sure that's sitting straight. My hands are all slippery now. My gloves are slippery with the resin. Oh gosh. Okay. I need to clean my hands. I'm just going to trim a little bit off, a little bit more off the back here. I wonder if it would actually float. I don't know if it would actually float. I don't think so, because it's quite a heavy piece of silicone, so I don't know that it would float. All right, sorry about that. We're live videos. Things happen. I don't hide anything from you guys. You see the good, the bad, and the ugly. You do. All right, just clean off my gloves there with some alcohol spray. Now, what are we up to? We're just gonna keep filling. Okay, we're just gonna keep filling. Because there needs to be some resin in the neck there. Haven't gone high enough there. Actually, maybe I won't have enough for two. I'm getting through this. I did 100 grams of part A and 90 grams of part B. That's what I did. I have to make sure that I don't stick resin to my skewer there, because that wouldn't be good. All right, now I'm going to squeeze this little neck here, because I need to get resin into that little neck there. And I know this little silicone's popped out, but that's okay. I need to get the resin. There we go. It's into the neck now. And now basically just filling that up. If you wanted to, you could put some shells, some pebbles, whatever you wanted in it. In the little fins there, flippers, not fins. I'd say I've got some resin there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It'll still unmold and they'll be fine. I'll just pick that bit of resin off later on. And I think it'll be fine, you guys. Crisis averted with the eyes. The eyes have it. All right, let me get myself cleaned up. That's basically all I'm going to do. Do not torch, okay, because it's too close. You could spray some silicone spray over the top, not silicone spray, alcohol spray over the top for bubbles, but like I said, I'm going to put it into my pressure pot just to eliminate 100% bubbles, but you don't have to. If you've got a really thin resin, water thin, it should be fine. You could just leave it like that. And yeah, see, there's no bubbles there at all that I can see. All right, I will see you for the unmold. Okay, it is ready, and I took the little skewer out. Got a little bit of resin on it, but it's not too bad. I can just clean that up with my little scalpel. Right, let's get this out and see what it's going to look like. Just have to make a start somewhere. Let's usually start at the back. There we go. There we go. Got it. Oh, look, nice light blue. Lovely light blue. That's what I was after. All right, pull this back over the little tail of the flipper. I have a little bit of trimming to do, but it won't be too bad. Just where that skewer went across, I think. All right, here we go. Okay, now hold it here. I'll wriggle that. Just be careful with the little head. Just give it a little bit of a wriggle. Sometimes it's easier just to kind of peel it back like that. Ta-da! Look at that! That looks so cool. All right, now we're going to get that Druzy out. I'm just going to put some gloves on though. Actually, I won't worry about gloves. I'll just try not to put my fingerprints on the back. Okay, here we go. Let's get the Druzy out, and then we can see what it's going to look like. Now, if you wanted to, you could get one of those little battery-operated candles. I think it might fit in there. Here it comes. Look! Look at that! That looks so cool. Look at that. It's a little bit soft. A tiny bit soft still, but look at that. Gosh. Look how crystally that looks. Can you see that? And Druzy's perfectly fine. I can use that again another time. Look at that. I just love those crystals. All right, let's have a look and see what it looks like. On that side, I do have a couple of little bubbles. Never mind. Oh, I want to go and get a little light for it. Hang on. So you know these little tea lights? You can actually take that, if you need a bit more height, you can take that off. Hang on to it though, in case you ever want to put it back. And then we can just wriggle that in there a little bit. Wriggle it in. It's not the perfect fit, but you get the idea. Let's turn it on. And there we go. Look at that. It's really sweet. It's flickering around in there. It looks really sweet. So there you go. Probably look better if I didn't have all these bright lights on in the studio, but you get the general idea. Let me just go around and flick these bright lights off. How's that? Is that any better? You see any better without those ring lights on? It's kind of flickering around there, isn't it? That's so cool. And if you wanted to, I'm not going to do it with this one, but if you wanted to, you could get your little Dremel, if you've got a Dremel, my camera doesn't know what to focus on, and just like drill out the eyes and then just stick these in, like into the little hole that you've made, if you know what I mean. You could do that. So there's a little, I don't know if you can see, there's a little bump there where the eye is, and you could just actually just sand that out with your Dremel, with the tip. A lot of Dremels have got like a little rounded tip, and you could just pop that in there and send those eyes out, and then just glue that in. So I think that would look really nice. I might do that and then So that's, I'll just put the little light there on the back there, just so that you can see, oh maybe not, I'll just hold it there, just so that you can see those little crystals on the inside. Look at that. They're so pretty. You probably only get like a smaller light. Otherwise, just sit him up on your shelf somewhere. Need to put that back on properly, and it looks just so cute. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I'll have to put that in properly in a minute. I hope you've enjoyed my video. Now remember, these are on my eBay store. If you want a set of those, you can pop them in your own turtle. I think next time I could try, well, no, it fitted okay, but there is a smaller one as well if you wanted to have the smaller one. So there you go. All right, I love it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed my video, and come back and see me next time. All right, take care everyone. Have a Merry, Merry Christmas. Bye for now.